Football is back, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association will be bringing you live football on its website, www.sknfa.com, with Premier League Live. Without fans in the stadium due to COVID-19 protocols, you can now watch every single Premier League match this season on www.sknfa.com and click on Live TV. Games are shown live on every match day with halftime and post-game shows. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
We have some 7 minutes or so into the game. No goals as yet. The team are just really settled down in midfield, getting the ball around just about the center circle. Nowadays we have Dieppe. We're going to give you the lineups in just a while. This one being chest back to the goalkeeper Ashbal in goal once more. You remember he was given a red card about 2 games ago. He had to miss 1 game, and now he's back. That's Devoni. The man Devoni Nisbet, better known as Ashbal. This is a diagonal pass to the right side, picking out one play. Looking to swivel and turn the number 16 there for St. Peter's in Harvey. Gets this one down the right side, finds Lyndon David. David turns it on the inside, finds Nurse. Nurse is trying to create some space. The player is trying to run onto that one, number 14. But getting there, that's Purell. And the goalkeeper Gums coming off his mark quite nicely in picking that one up. Well, the teams on show here this afternoon, we have playing for St. Peter's, we have Barzi, we have Delroy Barzi, we have Kareem Harris as well. St. Peter's trying to build down on the right side once more, picked it up Harvey going right to the corner flag, trying to get around the player. Still Harvey with it, still trying to get around the defender there, putting in some good defensive work, very close to the corner flag. This one being touched across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to St. Peter's, taken very quickly, finds Dion Stevens. Stevens with it, number 73, comes on the right side, tries to get on one square across. Very high ball, and this one chipped back in. Here's a good chance for St. Peter's to get a shot on goal. That one been cleared out of harm's way there by Dieppe. An opportunity there for St. Peter's, slight opportunity. Here's Slater trying to find Lyndon David. An infringement call. Continue with the lineups. Your son Slater is playing in number 11 and number 13. We have Lyndon David. Here's Johannes Stevens from way downtown, trying one from way down. Not getting it on target, way out of his range. Here comes Step in, and number 8 with it, Warner, Addison Warner, turns it inside. Trying to build just about the center circle. Looking for player on the outside left position, number 6 in Henderson, not getting there. And it's still Henderson with this one, a diagonal pass to the far right side, looking to pick out the player, did so, and the ball being taken away there by St. Peter's. Way in their defensive half, the ball being turned back there to Kareem Harris. St. Peter's trying to build, come down the center, finds the man Stevens. Stevens goes through, finds Nurse. Nurse back to Stevens. Stevens goes through, finds Nurse. Nurse is getting away from the defense. This is an opportunity for St. Peter's, goes past. The custodian hits the eastern upright. What a narrow miss there. Really should have done much better than that. With me, I have Essington Watts, and you just came back in time to see that attempted goal.
Yes, Charles, it really should have been number 1 for St. Peter's. They got the defense easily, and was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Placed the ball away from the goalkeeper, but inside the post, and the ball hitting, ricocheting from the post and going for goal kick.
Well, what an opportunity to miss. Very early, just about 10 minutes into the game, it was in Nurse breaking away behind the defense and had it on his favorite left boot and did not put that one away. And here they're coming, Slater once again for St. Peter's, but the lineup continue. Lyndon, number 13, Lyndon David, number 14. We have Sani. That seems to be a new player for St. Peter's. played to the far right side. They're trying to go forward. Here they come, number 7. Simmons with it, galloping down on that left side. Player caught in an offside position. It will be a dead ball situation to TGE, Dieppe Eagles. That has not really won a game, Essington. They have been just newly promoted to the Premier Division.
Yes, newly promoted, and the first game, Charles, they played well. They only conceded 2 goals against the defending champion and their neighbours, St. Paul's. But in the second game, they went down 8-0 against Dieppe. So they're looking to get into their own and at least compete as a newly promoted team.
Slater with it in the center of the field, trying to build the ball, being taken away quite easily there by Dieppe. Dieppe now trying to muscle their way forward. Bit of a tussle there in defense. Shot on goal going straight to Devon in his pit, who makes it look so easy. He just gobbles that one up. Probably pretty exciting to be back in goal for St. Peter's.
Well, I think so. After receiving a yellow card in
a red card.
A red card starting the previous game. But there was a weak shot too. The player there, number 10, just didn't show enough technique to hit the ball firmly. But here's Nurse now, long ball forward to find Purcell.
Purcell with it. Turns it to the right side. Back to Purcell there by David, gets behind the defense. Now here St. Peter's trying to make something of this attempt. David gets that one across. He finds Simmons on the left side, turns it inside, looking for some assistance there still. Simmons still trying a shot on goal, and here once again missing out inside of the penalty area. A second opportunity for St. Peter's there.
Yes, and a good opportunity too, on top of the edge of the box. Really should have done better, but he went down off his own weight and was appealing to the referee for foul, but the referee ignored his appeal and waved the play on. The play is down for Dieppe on the far side as the physiotherapist goes onto the field, so it still remains 0-0. We are in the 14th minute of this encounter, Dieppe versus St. Peter's.
Well, the lineup continues. We have Jaquil Harvey, number 16, number 17, Devontae Foy. Number 21, Shane Warrington. We have Aiden Nurse, number 45, Devon Nisbet in goal. Back in goal for St. Peter's. And we have Dionys Stephen, number 73. The coach for St. Peter's, Anthony Nets, Isaac. Essington, you can give the listeners and the viewers the team from TGE, the Eagles. Players down outside the area. That looks as though it's number 17 in Deontay Foy. It's going to be a dead ball situation to St. Peter's. Some distance outside. Should not be any real difficulty for the Dieppe custodian. Player been booked very early.
Very early indeed, so you have to be very careful. He played the rest of the game almost walking a yellow card tight rope. So you have to be careful.
Kareem Harris gets that one inside of the area, and the goalkeeper just coming off his mark easily there. No players really rushing forward to pick up the rebound, and they're trying to clear that one downfield. Easily intercepted there by the number 21 in Shane Warrington, playing on the left side. This one ushered inside, looking for Dion Stevens, the honest, and goalkeeper comes coming off his line, way off his line, and collecting that one. They're playing a fast game here in the opening stages of this one, into the 16th minute here. Comes Shane, turns it inside, he finds Nurse. Nurse chips that one across, looks for his number 40, breaking away in front of the goal once more, and he has an attempt on goal, and that one blocked. He still has it inside of the area, looking for some support, turns it inside. Here comes St. Peter's, looking to score. It's still St. Peter's inside the area, and finally, having cleared not too far, picked up there by Lyndon David, turns it across, finds Slater. Slater goes a diagonal ball, finds Foy. Foy on that far side, turns it inside, looks for his number 14 in pure pearl, turns it around and easily taken well. St. Peter's having so many opportunities to put that one away, Essington.
Yes, umpteen chances.
Still cannot convert.
Almost like a comedy of errors there. I had a few workers here laughing because it really was funny to see him with the ball, not leaving his feet, but just couldn't get a shot off. here comes St. Peter's again. They're with the ball in the middle of the field now, looking to go forward.
Over on that right side. Find the player opening things up down on the right side. Looking to go forward. That's Harvey. Harvey trying to get that one around. And it goes across the goal line. It will be a goal kick to Dieppe. The score here to Warner Park. The 16 minutes already elapsed, and it's a 0-0 affair here.
0-0 affair. Dieppe looking to redeem themselves. They've lost all their games so far. And the newly promoted partner would be Bath, and Bath has already picked up a point with the John game. And here comes
Warner trying to track that one down for Dieppe, goes deep in the defensive half. The tackle comes in there from the number 13 in Lyndon David. Ball goes across the goal line. It's going to be the first corner kick going the way of Dieppe, to be taken from the left side of the field. They're looking to get their opening goal just inside the 18th minute of this game. Game being played in bright hot sun, Essington, starting at 4 o'clock. What could be the attempt here by the SKNFA? Starting the games so early. Here is Dieppe inside of the area, making a feeble pass inside of the area. Number 14 now trying to get away. That's Purell. Purcell goes down the left side, trying to keep that one inside. Breaks, picked up there by Nurse. Nurse comes away, comes across, looks for Stephen. Stephen chops well, looks up and takes a powerful left booter. And that one whistle past Weston upright. Not really on target, but was very powerfully struck there by Deonis Stephen.
Oh, that was a strike. As I said, the whistled pass. And it being in direction, it'd be interesting to see how the goalkeeper would have reacted, because he was struck sweetly. He made good contact with that one, and it went past the goalkeeper like a bullet, but it was a bit too wayward.
This one upfield onto the head of Barsi. Hits that one down. He finds Lyndon. Lyndon goes down the right side looking for Harvey. Harvey speeding down. They've been challenged here by the defender. Turns it back to the custodian, who having to come off. It looked like he was struggling to get off that goal line. Essington.
Yes, it's something appears to be the problem. Yeah. He really struggled to get across there and get a foot to the ball, but eventually he did. But here comes St. Peter's again.
St. Peter's pushing that one through, looking for a person. And this goalkeeper is really having the time of his life.
Yes, he showboating. Make that look so elaborate, Charles. He went down, yeah, and smothered that one. But here, St. Peter's again.
Shane. A bit of a pulling there by the player on the far side, number 7 in Shari. Just pulling on, tugging onto the arm of number 21 in Shane Warrington. Here goes a diagonal pass, finds the man. Harvey gets away from the defense, gets inside the penalty area, takes a shot on goal, and this one goes wide of the Eastern Upright. Another opportunity there, just closing it down. We had Purcells, but it was a bit too slow. Could not get that boot out to steer it into the back of the net. Probably not reading that one, looking for a shot instead of a cross, isn't it?
Yes, I think he was going for the shot, Charles, because he was inside the 6-yard box, very close indeed. That's point blank range there, and should have done better. But I said he went for the shot, so even the unrushing player wasn't able to. Had he gone for a cross, he would have taken a bit out, a little bit wider. But instead he went for the tight angle, and he missed the shot. Here they come again, Charles.
Purcell again with it outside of the area, trying to get past the defense. Been put in tussle there, and the ball rebounds and deflects from a defender and goes back to the custodian. Incomes. Having a very busy afternoon. The custodian.
This is a lot of pressure. The St. Peter's, they're not easing up at all. They're relentlessly going forward to the under goal. Something you'll have to give Charles. Yes.
Bazwidi turns it inside, picked up his central defender in Kareem Harris. Looks for some support, he finds Slater. St. Peter's trying to build. Still in the middle of the field, goes inside, finds Dion, springs the man forward there on the left side. Here's 4, he's sprinting forward. But a bit ahead of the play on this occasion and caught in an offside position. Oh, now we have our screens back. Must commend the technical staff here. Kensington working tremendously hard to get us up with the replays, and I think the fans out there will be commending the SKNFA for having all of this stuff, virtual and audio, everything in place here for them to see the games, although they have to be away from Warner Park at this time.
Yes, very much so. Have to stay away because of the COVID situation here in St. Kitts Nevis and all over the world. And we have to be virtually witnessing the game. But here comes St. Peter's again, getting behind the defense, but this time a bit too wide. Took the deflection, Charles, and has gone over the byline. So it's going to be a goal kick to Dieppe. Still 0-0. We are in the 22nd minute of this first half encounter.
Well, a lot of time elapsing, and St. Peter's having really quite a number of chances and not yet converting in this all-important game. St. Peter's already having some 2 victories, Essington, and we'll tell the listeners they lost to Ghana Hotspurs 2-1, and then you had a drawn game. Came through against Connery with a 6-1 drubbing.
6-1 drubbing, really.
And then Al's team lost. Al's team, Keon, Alan Fraser.
Yes.
The team went down 1-0 to St. Peter's. So St. Peter's doing fairly well in the tournament so far. Here is Dieppe, not doing so well. Picked up there by Nurse. Nurse on his favorite left boot. A diagonal pass finds the man on the far side. That's Foy. Foy gets away. Cuts inside. This one blocked into the penalty area. Having to clear, not very far. And I think they're getting very weary of defending.
Yes, Charles, it just crossed my mind. They really need maybe some more players in front of the defense to protect the defense. The defense is on a tremendous pressure, having to defend almost every 3-4 minutes, Charles. Maybe they need some more protection sitting in front of the back four.
Could be any moment now.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Any moment now, St. Peter's
is going to be breached. Yeah.
Exactly. Here is Deontay Stephen picking this one up in the middle of the field. A bit of a pushing the ball being taken away by Dave, but this one chip forward, looking for the counter attack. Goes all the way back to the custodian, being put on the tremendous pressure there. Ashbal coming all the way off his line, and Diavone Nisbet. And it looks as though we're going to have a goal kick going the way of St. Peter's. Lucky there, I thought for a moment he came off the defense of Lyndon David, but it's going to be a goal kick to St. Peter's to be taken just inside the 24th minute of this game.
Yes, a goal kick after some hard work by Boston trying to keep the ball alive, and the ball taking a ricochet. Well, the referee deemed it was a deflection from him going over the byline, but good effort by Boston to get to that one.
Well, I guess the fans will be hoping we can call up their team. Have we done so as yet?
Get there.
Turns it inside. Lyndon David doing a tremendous amount of work. Picks that one away from the attacking player. Picked up by Dionne Stevens. He finds Nurse trying to control in the middle of the field. Loses out. Picked up by Dieppe. Dieppe with it now coming down the left side. And these Dieppe players love of this orange pinkish boots.
Well, that's the normal color, the color of the jerseys.
Yes, yeah.
Bright orange. Today they're wearing dark color.
Yeah. It looks as though we have a player down in the center circle, and that is Yosin Slater, number 11 for St. Peter's. And just inside the 27th minute, we are still a 0-0 affair here at Warner Park. And so, Essington, what do you think could be the reason for playing at 4 o'clock? The SKNFA putting on a game at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Well, I think that it is part of the whole protocol as far as preventing the spread of the COVID-19 virus. It is thought that if we get people out of the park as quick as possible after the game, as early as possible, the less you have chances of the COVID-19 spreading. So you start early, get out the park early, and get people to go home instead of gathering too long. But it's a good idea to have the game, especially when you're bringing it live
Yes.
on camera, on TV. It's good to have it at this time. Yes, normally we don't.
We don't, but it's good. I reckon that when our teams travel abroad, we normally play like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is just a match fitness for like national players. We play in the hot sun. We hardly have any chance to play under the lights, Essington. So this is good training for the lads.
Very good training to play under the hot sun for sure.
Yeah.
There are places you go to who don't have
lights.
Necessary lights. You have to play under the hot sun. Yeah, pick up number 4. He's Prentice. We're going to figure out the next one who is unmarked. That's Marley Gums. Don't know his number, but number 4 is Zaval Prentice. He already picked up a card, a yellow card.
Here's Dieppe now trying to build it on the left side of the field. This one turned back to the defender. Puts that one straight up the middle, looking to go forward. The ball intercepted quite easily there by Kareem Harris. Bit of a high foot there by Purcell. Ball played back. Now it looks as though Dieppe Shari is trying to cut through the center. And the ball taken away by St. Peter's. Picked up there by Lyndon David on the right side for St. Peter's coming forward. Still just inside his defensive half, finds us Stevens back to David, going over the center line now, finds Nurse tries to spring the man David forward. He's trying to get behind the defense, a bit of a push in there. And the goalkeeper coming off his goal line and picking that one up inside of the area quite easily this time.
Yes, the goalkeeper has been overworked, Charles, but he hasn't conceded as yet, which is good. He's been overworked while his opposite number. He's hardly have any work to do.
Well, this one headed out there by Harris, and it looks as though we're having an infringement. And the referees in the middle. We have Phipps, David Phipps in the middle, holding the whistle this afternoon. Lenroy Paris, the assistant referee, and Johan Henderson, also an assistant referee. The fourth official is Jermaine Wickham. Wickham is not a St. Nevis name, eh? Normally associates Wickham with elections.
Barbados.
Here,
Never hear your name think about elections.
Yes, here's a shot on goal there by the number 6 in Henderson, trying one from downtown outside of the area, blocked by the defense of St. Peter's. Picking that one up on the far side, we have Warrington coming forward, turns it inside, he finds Harris, Kareem Harris, settling things down, finds Nurse goes to the right side, he finds David dribbles forward now, beats one player, takes a second player, takes a third player, no, loses out on this occasion. Really was getting exciting there, beating some 2 players. Here is Dieppe on the counter-attack, trying to go up just outside of the goal. This could be an attempt, another shot on goal, a deflection there. And goalkeeper Devonnie Nisbet just coming off his line quite easily and taking the 1.
Yes, taking it very easily indeed, because the pace of the shot had been taken out by the deflection, so goalkeeper just went and collect easily. But again, Boston taking a shot, which is good to see the Dieppe players looking to attack the goal. But they will be happy, Charles. We passed the half-an-hour mark and they haven't conceded as yet. So at this stage, they'll still be very happy with proceedings so far, although they've been under tremendous pressure in the defense, trying to keep out the St. Peter's attack.
It's a 0-0 situation here at Warner Park. Just inside the 32nd minute of this game, there's no cross into the air. The goalkeeper going up and not really going up in there. Approved fashion. And that one man, almost going over his hands into the back of the net. He was off his line, Essington. Not well negotiated on that occasion.
Yes, almost a big goalkeeper's blunder to give St. Peter's the first goal. But he's lucky. Just conceding a corner. Corner is going to be taken now by Stevens for St. Peter, the left-footed player. So he's going to curl that one back in.
Dearly Stevens gets that one lobbing inside the area. Defending. We have the Foy picking that one up, takes a shot and scores! Deontay Foy has scored from just outside of the area, took that one and volleyed it, and the goalkeeper not being able to go across to his right, and that one rocketed into the back of the net. There is Foy taking a shot and into the back of the net. The goalkeeper going to his right, a bit late. That one had some pace on it, Essington, and went into the back of the net. 1-0.
Tremendous space in it, Charles. But we've been calling that goal. You've seen it. We have been seeing it all evening, Charles. But that was a powerful shot. It was well taken. The ball broke nicely to him. He took it down nicely. First touch was great, and the second touch was a brilliant shot. As I said, flashed past the goalkeeper like a bullet to give St. Peter's the first goal of this game. So it's 1-0 in favor of St. Peter's.
Well, St. Peter's can feel a little happier. They have finally scored 1-0. Here they go. Galloping down on the right side, looking for, that is Harvey. Harvey turns it back. He finds Nurse. Nurse looking for some support. Beats one player, turns it on the inside, gives it away in the process. Picked up there by the midfield. Drilled up the center, looking for Boston. Not getting there. This one being played all the way back to the custodian in Ashbal. Now played forward. Finds Kareem. Kareem Harris goes to the left side. He finds Shane Warrington. Left-footed, curls that one around, looking for Purcell. Purcell is getting again behind the defense. A bit of a challenge here. The goalkeeper miles off his goal line. Looking a bit jaded, Essington. Not too uncertain about what is going on out there.
Yes, that wasn't a convincing take by the goalkeeper. He eventually brought down the control, almost going through his legs. But another play again by St. Peter's. They're looking to extend the lead. It's still 1-0 as we go into the 35th minute.
Slater with it turns it inside. He finds Stevens swiveling and turning. Square ball finds the man on the right side. David goes off field, finds Harvey flicks it over, finds a bit of space and gets behind the defense. Oh, he's speeding away inside of the penalty area. This one could be dangerous. The defender comes across and at the last minute clears that one. Good defensive work being put in there by Dieppe on this occasion, Essington.
Very good tracking back indeed by Dieppe to clear that one. St. Peter's were raiding down on their goal, and that last touch there by the St. Peter's player just too heavy, and gave the Dieppe players a chance to recover. But another good raid by St. Peter's going forward.
St. Peter's will take this one from the right side. It will be Deonis Stevens once more. He'll be taking this one with the left boot and hoping to get this one across and create some more problems. His team already up by 1-0. That goal been scored in the 33rd minute of this game by Dion. This one comes across and they be having to defend that, bubbling around inside of the penalty area. Finally getting it outside. Turn on the left side of the field, trying to go forward. Here they come sprinting forward, and this left side trying to work that one. Just getting into the attacking half, finds the Shari. Shari is trying to speed down on the left side, not being able to control it. It goes across the western touchline, and it's going to be a throw-in to St. Peter's on the right side, about halfway in their own defensive half. And they're trying to pull away from the defense of Lyndon David on this day. Right side for St. Peter's, not successful on this occasion. Trying to get the equalizer. We'll have to really settle things down out there, Essington, and try to put a few more passes together probably, and a few more raids on goal. Here is Harvey. Harvey with this one, chips this one over, finds Parcel. Parcel is racing all the way down. The goalkeeper miles off his man. That's Gums for Dieppe. And he's really high up front. The ball being taken away there by Slater. Slater is looking for Harvey, not getting there. Dieppe cleans up in the middle of the field, trying to go forward. Cuts on the inside, finds the number 16 Henderson, and tries to tread the needle and go through the center. Ball cut out there by Foy, the goal scorer. The ball being ushered back there to the custodian. Gums boots it down feet, almost giving it away, but good work there by the midfielder. Still trying to get away from the defender. He's been brought down. And there by the number 17 in Deontay Foy, the goal scorer. That's Henderson. To be a dead ball situation to the TGE Dieppe Eagles. Number 20 comes across to take that one. Puts that one right into the penalty area, trying to create a stir. Warrington comes across and heads that one down. And there it looks as though Stephen working very hard. Comes all the way back in defense. Very fit player is the honest. Here's Harvey trying to streak down on the right side, trying to push on forward. That one coming off a defender and going across the western touchline, just inside his own defensive half of Dieppe. Just some 37 minutes into this game. It's a 1-0 affair, 1-0 to St. Peter's. Could have been 3 or 4.
Yes, it really could have been more goals. We're very happy. Here they are now. And they pull one, kind of get the equalizer, but now the ball goes over the far touchline and goes for throwing for St. Peter's. Yes, Charles, they would be very happy to go into a dressing room with the scoreline at 1-0 because they were under tremendous pressure. I mean, we forced defense. But look at the high line. All the players are way up on the half line. That's lots of space behind.
Playing it very high indeed. Here's Parcells trying to get behind the defense once more, and the goalkeeper not worrying to use his hands, electing to go with the feet. Just putting that one downfield. Here is St. Peter's not being able to, they may not been able to connect the passes together. Henderson with it on the left side, trying to push on forward, and number 6 going to the carpet. That's Henderson. A little clipping of the heel, and referee Phipps is going to call for the physio to come on and provide some treatment to that player. The score here at Warner Park with some 38 minutes already elapsing in this game is a 1-0 affair to St. Peter's. That goal been scored by Deontay Foy. Picking up a loose ball outside of the penalty area, volleyed it into the back of the net. Powerfully struck there by Deontay Foy. Glorious strike. Beating the custodian Gums to his right into the back of the net, and they were all celebrating. But after missing some 4 or so clear chances very early in this game, they can be happy they are only 1 goal down.
Yes, very much so indeed. Could have been 4, could have been 5. But that shot you spoke about by Foy, it really was a good shot. But not only the shot, but the control. He took it down, Charles. Took it down. His first touch was great, and his second touch was the finishing touch, and it was really hit with great power. Went past the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper had no chance at all to give St. Peter's the only goal so far after so much pressure.
Here is Dieppe once more trying to build, still trying to pass the ball around, still in their own defense, now coming over the center line. On the left side there, picked up there by the number 36 in Lawrence, yes. That one going across the western touchline is going to be a throw into Dieppe just inside the defensive half of St. Peter's on the left side of the field. Clearance upfield. And it looks as though we have Stevens. There is a handball. And Nurse comes across to take that one. And booted long upfield looking for Passer. Passer trying to control that one on the top of the area. Clearance. Not well cleared by Dieppe. Ball still battling for that one. Number 20 tries to boot that one away. Ball goes to the left side. Picked up there by Warrington. Shane Warrington with it for St. Peter's, turns it inside. He finds Stevens. Stevens swivel and turn. into the center circle, finds Slater. Slater goes further to the right. Bazzi goes further right. He finds David. David goes back looking for Bazzi. He goes all the way back to the custodian in Devoni Nisbet. Ball being played into Slater. Slater back to Bazzi. Bazzi with it. Turns it to Slater. This one is a bit tight. The ball being won there by Dieppe. Almost getting away with it was number 10 in Jason Phipps, the captain for Dieppe. But here comes Devontae Stephen beating one player on the left side. Four is coming forward, rushing forward quite quickly. Takes it on the left side, swiveling and turning. Turns that one inside and waiting too late. Essington giving that one away. That extra turn of his gave the defenders the opportunity to collapse and get behind the ball once more, saving the day for Dieppe.
Very much so, Charles. Extra turn, extra touch. Just gave enough time for the defenders to get back the shape and defend. But here comes Dieppe. Tried a fancy back heel, but well blocked. And St. Peter's now looking to go forward with Nurse.
Nurse getting between two defenders, goes down, has a player on his right side. Elect to go to the left side. He finds the man four who takes a shot and goal. The goalkeeper going down, and this one stabbed into the back of the net there by Purcell. St. Peter's scored the second goal. Good strike there by Purcell. Right there, picking up the rebound and making no mistake and putting that one away for St. Peter's. St. Peter's now 2. And the Eagles nil.
And Purcell, I think Purcell is going to pick up a card. I mean, unnecessarily picking up a card, taking off his shot and over-celebrating. Referee's now going towards him. You can't over-celebrate like that. Yes, referee's going to give him a card. Unnecessarily giving himself a card, taking off his shirt. But it was a good shot, Charles. Very good shot indeed. The goalkeeper, with a big goalkeeper blunder, and St. Peter's was following up very early indeed to put the one to the back of it. There were two players pouncing on the ball and eventually getting the goal. So 2 goals to St. Peter's and 2 very good goals.
This one lobbed forward. Quite easily lobbed forward and cleared by St. Peter's. Not too far. In a dangerous position in Dieppe. The ball being picked up there in the middle of the field by Deonis Stephen. Tried to beat the man on the inside. The ball being taken away by Henderson. Henderson streaks up on this left side for Dieppe, trying to push on for you. Still Henderson trying to get away from the defense. He has Bazzi with him. He's trying to get behind. Bazzi gets around. This one is cleared on the top of the box, and St. Peter's having to clear. Not being allowed to pull the trigger there, Essington. The player standing around hoping for an opportunity to pull the trigger, but very good defensive work by St. Peter's.
Good defensive work indeed, but poor decision by Boston there for Dieppe. And really should have gone for the one-time shot. He's inside the 6-yard box, and literally inside the box. And he decided to take a first touch and then a second touch. But here comes Nurse for St. Peter's with Purcell.
Nurse on the left side. He's trying to go forward. Purcell on the cross, and next opportunity puts it away. Purcell puts it away and goal. Second consecutive goal there for Purcell. Oh my.
He learned his lesson. Not taking off his shirt this time.
Keeping his shirt on. And 2 in succession there by Purcell. Running to the far side, picking that one up. It was a cross by Nurse. Well assisted there, and he made no mistake. Put it away into the back of the net. St. Peter's 3. Now the Eagles nil.
Oh, and how terrible football comes at times. I mean, Boston had a great chance a while ago, and in the space of a second, St. Peter's punished them by scoring a goal. Purcell, good goal by Purcell. His first touch was good, and then his second touch just put it past the goal line to give St. Peter's their 3rd goal of this match. So St. Peter's 3, Dieppe Eagle nil. Look how quick things can change. We were in the 48th minute when it was 1-0, and now we're in the 45th minute and it is 3-0 in favor of St. Peter's.
They'll never say die here by Dieppe. They're a little dejected. 3 goals in the first half with just about 45 minutes, half time. And
yes, the 45 minutes have elapsed, Charles. The first half has regulation time is finished. So just 2 minutes of time for stoppages. So we're inside stoppage time right now.
Here is St. Peter's with it, number 30 in David. David throws that one down. He finds Nurse. Nurse turns it back. He finds Slater. Slater finds the man in Stephen. He goes square. Here's Warrington with it. Curls that one around, looking for Stephen going forward. The good defensive work being put in there by Dieppe. Here's Ashbal coming way off his line, outside of the area, in fact. Pass that one off to Bazi. Bazi goes to the left side. He finds Harris. Harris turns it inside. He finds 45, chips that one forward. He finds the man Steven. Steven now with just sprinting away from the defender. Comes across, and here's Purcell again. And oh my, could have had the hat trick there. Trying something fancy, trying to flick it up with the heel there.
Doing the simple thing, simple touch shots. Oh.
And it looks as though we have an infringement there by Ashpan, taking that one just outside the area. We saw number 7 rushing forward for Dieppe. That was Edmund Shari. And the goalkeeper in Ashpan, he was quickly off his mark, all the way out to the 18-yard box, and probably just hang it over the line a bit. And the infringement called there by the assistant official on the far side. So Dieppe will have an opportunity here in extra time, probably to pull one back. They're 3 goals down, Essington. Yes, what are their chances?
Yes, it'd be a very good time to score, to pull one back, Charles. Going into a dressing room, your team talk could be much more inspirational. But Charles, it could be very difficult to score from this. You have to, because it's so close to the goal, you'll have to get the ball up and over in time to score. But Boston can do something. There's space enough to get the ball around the wall. And enough.
Boston with it takes a shot on goal, and Ashbal right in position gobbles that one up and says not today. And there you have it, the halftime whistle by referee Phipps, pointing to the middle, and St. Peter's goes into halftime in a commanding position. 3 goals to 0 in their favor. It could have been a few more, probably 5 or 6 goals, but 3 sounds good going into halftime, redeeming themselves. I think they're having a bit of problems there in the middle of the field. Just newly been promoted to the Premier Division. We'll have to get some more stamina and some more stability and probably hold the ball a little longer. It's not the game you're playing in First Division. You hit it and you run and hope who gets there first will put it away in the back of the net. You got to have some sort of structure and strategy coming into these games, Essington.
Yes, very much, Charles. It's a different ball game when you come from First Division to Premier League. The gap is somewhat of a wide gap, so you really have to step up your game. And they're not doing so well. Conceding 3 goals so far. They have conceded maybe about 15 goals so far for the season. Remember, they conceded 8 against Sadler's, their neighbor, 2 against St. Paul's, that's 10. Now they conceded 3 goals so far, so that's 13. They had a game before, so almost 15 goals in their matches, so they have to be very careful. Well, we're going to be back with you with the halftime.
Show?
Halftime show.
All right.
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show.
2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigger business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
This is the Premier League Live halftime show.
But I think they'll be satisfied going into halftime with 3-0.
Yes, Charles. They kept themselves in the game up to the 40th minute, Charles, when the scoreline was just 1-0. But in the space of 2-3 minutes, they conceded 2 more goals. Purcell scoring one of those goals. 2 of those goals, Purcell scoring, I think, in the 40th minute and the 43rd minute, giving St. Peter's a 3-goal advantage. So I'm thinking at this point, it would be an unassailable lead because it hasn't shown us anything to show that they can come back into this game and score goals. So it's 3-0. Charles, it's a mountain to climb for Dieppe from this point on.
We're hoping that they can pick themselves up in the second half and really show something at the Premier Division level and probably be able to score 1 or 2 goals or even come back and probably equalize. I mean, it's a high task, it's a high bar, but you can never say never in football. You never know what can happen, but they'll have to really work tremendously hard in the second half.
Yes, it's a high task. As you mentioned there in the comments, Charles, they're just coming up from first division. And there seems to be a very wide gap between the first division football and the Premier League. So teams really have to work harder. They have to recruit extra players in order to maintain that here, Charles. And we have seen in the first half, they had meager chances, while St. Peter's had 9 chances on goal and 3 on target. And those 3 on target is the goal that the score, Charles. And you also had cards. They have 1 card for each team with Purcell celebrating, Charles, and picking up an unnecessary card, putting himself under pressure. So he has to be very careful in the second half. But the most important stats, Charles, is that St. Peter's leading this encounter 3-0.
3-0, and that's a good cushion going into half time. They can relax for now, but hoping to come out in the second half and probably get an extra goal and actually save the day. I mean, they need at least 4 goals. You never know, because football, St. Peter's themselves would know, coming back and they go on Hotspurs so in the final 6 and scoring 2 quick goals and winning the game. That is something you can't forget as a Spurs fan, you know.
Very much so. That was a game. That was a really roller coaster game. But as I said, they don't really show us that they have the goal scoring potency in their team now to create a problem. Boston did well. Boston got some chances, but nothing to really to trouble the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper looked very comfortable. But this has been a great performance from St. Peter's. They look to seem that they have credentials for a Super 6 finish. You know, they're all looking to get into the Super 6. That's the whole aim right now, to get into the Super 6. They did in the previous season, and they're surely on the way to getting into the Super 6.
Well, 2 beautiful goals been scored there by Percy Wimerson, and
he had a hat trick.
He had a hat trick, and he tried to be fancy with that last one.
He went for the elaborate and going for the simple tapping.
Just bubbled it off. Yes. I think Foy shot though. That first goal that scored was a tremendous strike by Foy.
It was. His first touch was great.
Yes.
Got the ball under control, and then he flashed the ball past the goalkeeper with a powerful shot. He showed really great technique in getting the ball under control and kept his eyes on the ball and unleashed a powerful shot to give St. Peter's the first goal. And that is a breakdown that broke down the Dieppe defense. But very good shot indeed.
Well, we're hoping to see you for the second half of this particular very exciting encounter between St. Peter's and the TJE Dieppe Eagles. It's going to be an exciting second half, Essington, and I hope the fans will be with us in virtual hand to look at this one and to view this one and probably cheer their team on as we bring it to them live and lively from Warner Park. Back to us.
This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row, Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigger business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
And we're back here at Warner Park for the second half. We see the players just about to get on the field of play and prepare themselves for what is set up to be a very exciting second half. St. Peter's leading by some 3 goals to nil. And they are very comfortably placed going into that second half, but the Eagles will have to come back and do something different, restructure their play and probably be a little more determined and decisive up front and try to score a first goal, a very early first goal, get a second and probably a third, and hope that St. Peter's doesn't actually score another goal and probably make it more exciting for the fans out there in virtual land. So here at Warner Park, there's an encounter between St. Peter's and TJE Dieppe Eagles. The score 3 goals to nil. And if you're looking at the replay, you see an opportunity here for Nurse going across and putting that one onto the eastern upright. And I think that was a sad miss there by Nurse. He should have been in the back of the net. Here's another opportunity, and Parcel getting an opportunity, a second strike, a third opportunity, turning it to his left boot. And we're having some replays here. Here they go again, getting inside and missing. That one was Harvey. And so quite a number of misses there by St. Peter's. This was the strike that scored from the boot of Devontae Foy. It was a tremendous shot from outside of the area and really had some pace on it and got it into the back of the net. This one was an assist there by Foy that Parcel put away into the back of the net and just gave himself a yellow card, taking off his jersey. Again, we saw another opportunity here. That was a good strike this time by Parcel, getting that one into the back of the net, and it could have been at least a 5 to 6 goals there for St. Peter's. But the players are on the field of play right now, and the referee in the middle, we have David Phipps, we have Lenroy Paris, we have Johan Henderson, and the fourth official, we have Jermaine Wickham. The referee's assessor, we have Steady Douglas, the referee assessor. And so everything set up for us to have a very entertaining second half. We say entertaining because we're expecting to have a flood of goals in the second half, Essington.
Yes, we expect St. Peter's in a dominant form to be scoring more goals, looking to score more goals, to give them team some more confidence. They're really in a good position, and they'll be looking to be ruthless, score about maybe 3 goals in the first 15 minutes, and then rotate the players, Charles, give the fringe players some chance to go out there and get some playing time.
Next game coming up, we are going to have the Keon Rockets, Flo Forge, Keon Rockets coming up. And we're giving you the second team a little later, but definitely it's going to be Flo Forge Rockets against the Jets, the Olo Jets, in the second game this evening. And so we are asking you to join us once again for that second game between the Flow 4G Rockets Keon against the KFC Olo Jets. And that one should be exciting. I think Keon lost their last game against St. Peter's, and the Old Road Rockets, the Old Road Jets would have won their last game against Garden Spurs.
Yes.
So that should be setting up to be a good game. Here is Slater. Second half starting. This one turn inside, finds Stevens. St. Peter's trying to build. Back into the center circle, finds Slater, diagonal pass. Looking for Foy on this far side. Takes it down quite comfortably. Now loses out. The ball being taken away by the number 7. Henderson boxed around very nicely there by Dieppe. This one ushered up the right side of the field. Looks as though we have had a substitution, hasn't it? On the top, we'll just try to tell you what has happened for Dieppe. They're looking to get some 3 goals to tie things up in the second half, and probably a 4th one to go forward. Slater with it goes to the far side. He finds Lyndon David. Cuts on the inside, speeding forward, getting away from that marker. Still Lyndon Davis trying to sprint past, and then the ball will take on the inside. And good overlapping play there by Lyndon David. The ball being touched back easily by St. Peter's into their own defense. Picked up there by Bazi. Bazi turns it inside. He finds Nurse. Nurse finds the overlapping Lyndon David on the far side. Looking to go forward. This one comes straight across, and the tackle going in. Gets the one across the goal line. Giving up the corner kick there, the Eagles. To be taken from that right side.
Good piece of defensive work here. Getting back in a sliding tackle and getting away at the ball. Because the ball was played dangerously across the face of the goal inside the 6-yard box. Conceding a corner kick, but it was a very good defensive piece of play. Now St. Peter's now with the corner kick.
Stevens taking all the corner kicks. This one swerving inside and having to defend Dieppe. Gets it to the right side. A bit of space here in defense. Boots that one long downfield, looking for attacking forward. Number 28 picks it up, and now we have that particular player, number 28. But we see big, massive center forward on the right side, swiveling and turning, putting himself in a little more trouble. The ball easily taken away. And there's a tussle there by the man himself in the number 3 in Basi. Gets that one across the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick. The first corner kick going the way of Dieppe for this, the second half. The second one, corner kick, yes, for the second half. Dieppe taking this one from the right side. And number 7, Henderson takes this one. It gets it across a flat, a shy. Here's St. Peter's starting to come away with it. Foy touches that one back, picked up there by Warrington, boots it long up the left side of the field, looking for the goal scoring pass. Purcell not getting there. Ball cleared once more. Upfield. Yeah, they are pushing forward. On the left side, once more sprinting after that one is Foy, trying to shut that one down. Number 4 for Dieppe. And number 4 we said was Prentice.
Prentice, yes.
Prentice. Onto the hand of Shari. Shari trying to push on forward, and the ball being collected there by St. Peter's once more. Slater with it to diagonal pass, looking for the man on the outside right. That's Harvey. Harvey turns it back, holding it up quite a bit. Lyndon chips it one across. This one breaks, finds the man Foy on the far side. Comes around looking for Nurse not being able to get there. The breaks for Warrington easily. Lays it inside, finds Slater. Slater goes back. He finds Kareem. Kareem turns it inside. He finds Nurse. Breaks the man free. Here is Devon. Stephen takes a left booter, comes across, and Parcel taps it away. Goal! Parcel has the hat trick that he was looking for, and this time easily tapping it into the back of the net. That's 4 goals for St. Peter's. And nailed to Dieppe.
Very good play by Stephen, getting the ball, taking the ball towards the byline, and cutting it dangerously across the face of the goal. And all Purcell had to do was to apply the finishing touch, and Purcell did that to give himself a hatchet and to give St. Peter's the 4th goal. St. Peter's 4, Dieppe 0. Very, very good play there by St. Peter's. Good build-up and very good finish.
And the 14th person having a field day, scoring 3 goals so far in this game. Only just some 49 minutes into the game. For the first 5 minutes or so. And already getting the opener. We did promise the listeners a flood of goals. We hope that we will not happen in Essington. Warrington having other ideas for St. Peter's, turns it inside, he finds Slater. Back to Warrington, he goes back to his central defender. Upfield, finds the man in Nurse. Nurse tries to beat the play. The man taken away there by Henderson. Out there, Bay. Shifts that one on the inside, looking for his number 10 in Phipps. Phipps trying to control that one, goes inside, a shot, a goal, and hits it wide. Very exciting move there by the squad. The captain in Jason Phipps, picking one up in midfield just outside the area and trying a right boot and that one score on the outside of those shiny pink boots.
Yes, that one. Maybe should have done better. Well, it's a good play by Boston. Boston up front there, a nice back heel, nice fancy back heel to Phipps, Jason Phipps, and Phipps, the captain, didn't get over that one, didn't put his head over that ball, was laying back and the ball went skying over the goal. A wasted chance there by Dieppe as the score remains 4-0, but here comes St. Peter's. They're hungry for goals, Charles, looking for more.
St. Peter's in a split in the defense. Harvey's trying to break this one down. Goalkeeper coming off his marker quite strong. Blocks that one. Here's Harvey curling the one on the top of the box and having to clear, gets away. Nurse have it on his favorite left boot. Here comes a cross, a shot, a goal! That is Foy from inside of the area, hammered that one. The goalkeeper had no chance and it went whistling past his left, curling into the back of the net. St. Peter's has scored the 5th goal, Essington, and it was Nurse. I think Nurse had an opportunity to take it to the right boot, but that's not his favorite side. That's the wooden foot, and to turn and try to get it on the left side. And then number 17, Devante Foy, hammered it. And hit it straight into the back of the net. A tremendous shot there by Devante Foy.
Tremendous shot, Charles. He seemed to be a technician, Charles. He seemed to be very technically correct. And the ball was bouncing, he took it on the half volley, Charles, and he struck it nicely. It was powerfully hit in the far corner, and giving himself a brace now. He has scored a brace, so a brace by Foy and a hat-trick. And a hat-trick by Purcell, giving St. Peter's 5 goals. So it's 5-0, and 2 youngsters here really putting some pressure on Dieppe defense. 5-0 favor. Here they go again, Charles.
Stephen with it. He has not scored yet. Breaks free, fine Purcell who's speeding into the attacking position. And good defensive work being put on here by Dieppe, claiming that one across the western touchline. They put on a tremendous pressure here by St. Peter's squad. Remember, St. Peter's got 6 against your squad there the last time around. 6-1, drubbing of Connery. They are now 5-0 up against Dieppe Eagles. Can they improve upon the performance? Here is Foy trying to turn that one inside, looking for Purcell. The ball breaks free, looking for Deonis Stephen, not getting there. Number 10. In Jason Phipps has it under control, swivel and turn inside of the circle, look for his play on the far right. Intercepted there quite nicely, momentarily there by St. Peter's. One by Slater. Slater goes up the right side, he finds Harvey. Harvey turns it inside, he finds Nurse. Nurse chips that one forward, he's looking for Stephen, sprinting after that one. And good defensive work being put in there by Dieppe. Gets it one across the eastern touchline. That's number 18, Addison Warner. And it will be a throw into Dieppe. Halfway in their own defensive half. They are trailing by some 5 goals. Can they pull 5 goals back, Essington?
They'll be looking just for consolation goals, Charles. St. Peter's more likely to extend the lead than Dieppe pulling any back, Charles, right now. They said they're not giving any threat at all to the St. Peter's back line. So they're expecting to see St. Peter's extending the lead. 5-0 as they look to go forward again. St. Peter's really demolishing Dieppe right now.
St. Peter's trying to push one forward, Passer trying to get behind the defender, the goalkeeper having a challenge here. He likes to take it on the head. And this goalkeeper is exciting. I like him. He's having fun. His team is down by some 5 goals, and that one coming through, and he's using his height and just putting that one out of the penalty area. Swiveling and turning the number 8. He turns well. Addison Warner looking to go forward all the way too straight. And Bazi just goes back and collects this one quite easily. Picked up there by Slater. Slater goes to the right side. He finds intercepted there by Dieppe trying to come forward. Now Boston with it goes to the right side. He is looking for some movement. His number 7 is Showy. Showy chips it one forward. It's still Showy trying to go forward. The ball intercepted again by Slater. Picked up there by Prentice. Prentice goes to the far side. David calmly takes it down. Strikes it forward. Goes off the hand there of Parcell. And we saw Foy trying to break free. And plays down for St. Peter's. Just about the center circle there is Parcell, the goal scorer. That's the hat-trick scorer, Parcell, number 14. Receiving some treatment now from the physio. The score here at Warner Park in the just inside the 56 minutes is some 5-0. And the fans for St. Peter's will be rejoicing and celebrating here. The last 2 encounters have yielded a mountain of goals, almost like you're playing a tennis game. Now it's 5-0. It was 6-1, a drubbing of Connery. They've come back here this afternoon and showing that that was no fake, no mistake. They have 5-0 up with 56 minutes into this game. And it's anyone's guess if they can get another 1 or 2 or 3 goals in this contest. Quite a lot of time remaining. And they will have to do something magical here at Warner Park. They'll have to change the structure of their play, and probably, if they can, hold on to the ball a little longer instead of giving it away so easily to the St. Peter's squad, that has really outnumbered them in the midfield and really handled the midfield quite well, and their shooting has been on target this afternoon, Essington.
It's very much, and I like the point you made. I mean, they don't have the capacity to hold on to the ball to maintain possession. So Charles, they really should focus on defense. You know that your opposition is going to possess the ball most of the time, so organize your defense so you could prevent them from scoring too many goals. At the same time, you look forward to, especially set pieces up front, to see what you can do. But they'll be leaking goals, Charles. But here comes St. Peter's. As I said, 2 against St. Paul's, 8 against Sadlers, 3 against Village Superstars. That's 13, and you have 5 so far here. So almost 20 goals, Charles, for the season.
Almost 20 goals already, and we're not even halfway through.
We're not even halfway through.
Well, they have some work to do. When they get back to the drawing boards, they're going to have to change their style of play and probably come with a different attitude and a different plan and strategy to take on teams like St. Peter's and the rest of the gang in the Premier Division ship. SKNFA Premier Division League is no easy league, Essington.
It's no easy league at all.
This one comes high across into the penalty area, and they're having to defend and heading that one over the crossbar. It's going to be another corner kick to St. Peter's to be taken from that left side. It's probably the 3rd corner for St. Peter's. Deonis Stevens would take it. He has not scored much for the season so far, Deonis Stevens.
No, not at all. But they've really provided some great width. There's a nice whipped-in ball.
This one comes across, and Parcells not getting the header on target. This one breaks. Slater picks that one up. He finds Harvey. The ball being taken away. Here comes Dieppe. Dieppe with it now, looking for the counter-attack. And that one being cleared across the western touchline there. Shari. And a player goes down for St. Peter's. Hope he's not too seriously injured. Could it be Bazi, the number 3 for St. Peter's? And Delroy Bazi is on the turf. He's going to receive some treatment there. Is it the number 20 getting a card from the referee? Referee Phipps in the middle. Not a A good charge there by that player. And the physio now going on to the field of play. The stretcher has been brought on there, Essington, and this is probably a very serious injury, perhaps. And we'll see how gingerly the physio is trying to deal with that one, how careful the physio is actually working there. And perhaps he may have to be taken off the field of play, Essington.
Perhaps, Charles, but Dieppe is in the center of the field now. But just to remind you that St. Peter's 5-0 against Dieppe, 3 goals in the first half. He had a brace by Purcell. Purcell scored 2 goals in the first half, and Devante Foy scored another goal. There was 3 goals, and then they've added 2 goals so far. And the two players, the same 2 players combining again. So now Purcell with a hat trick, and Foy with a brace. So 5 goals. Dieppe continues to lead goals. As I said before, they have conceded 8 goals against their neighbours, Saddlers, 2 against St. Paul's. That's 10, 3 against Village Superstars, 13. And so far, they have conceded 5 goals, so 18 goals. And but it's all about St. Peter's. They continue to look good, Charles. They're really looking good. St. Peter's and Saddlers are looking like 2 teams who really harboring great ambitions of getting in the final 6. Because you know, Charles, the first ambition is to get to the final 6. I mean, you know, we want to get to win the championship, but you first have to get to the final 6 to get a chance to win the championship. So St. Peter's, they're looking good so far, and now they'll be making the changes. This is a good time now, Charles. We're in the hour mark to get some fringe players on. They're already leading 5-0. It's an unassailable lead. I don't see Dieppe coming back into this game. So at the time now to give your fringe players on the bench a chance to get some playing time.
Well, you may think so, but Anthony Netz has other ideas. He's looking to rack up the goals here. This one is with Foy, the goal scorer, already scoring a brace here. Swiveling and turning, chips at one over. We had a yellow card going the way of Boston. He was the one committing that infringement. A yellow card to S. Boston, number 40. And here comes St. Peter's. Nurse is trying to chip over the midfield. Ball breaks. Goes back to the number 2 in Gordon. Gordon now on the field of play, coming on for Bazi. This one goes a diagonal cross, not getting there. Picked up by Dieppe. Dieppe trying to build this one, chip forward, looking for some help. Here they are on the left side of the field. It's with Dieppe trying to spring forward, looking for Boston. Boston is trying to swivel and turn. A good turn here. Looking for Jason. Jason trying to collapse onto that one. Not getting there. Good defensive work being put in by Kareem Harris. And boots that one up the left side of the field. The ball being blocked across the eastern touchline, just inside the defensive half of St. Peter's. They're walking into position here, not really trying to hustle anything. 63 minutes into this game, it's 5-0 to St. Peter's. And as Essington has said, probably the French players can now get an opportunity that they would not otherwise would have had to come on and try their luck out there. St. Peter's leading by 5-0. Anthony Netz can now be considering bringing on some of those players.
Yes, and here you already made two changes, two substitutions. You have Baz Lee going out and Julian Gordon coming in. And then you have Purcell, the goal scorer, the hat-trick scorer. He is out, and number 30, who just headed that ball, that's Kirkland, is on. So 2 changes by St. Peter's so far. But people like Kirkland are really fringe players, but maybe players who have been rested than they are now. But yes, Charles, with this position, St. Peter's will be looking to make their 5 changes.
Well, I would say probably Kirkland was not up to match fitness. It's still looking a bit heavy out there. This one ushered down the defense, looking for Boston, intercepted the air quite easily by St. Peter's. Picked up in midfield there by Steven. Steven turns on the inside. He is looking to go forward. The ball being taken away. And from Nurse, here's Dieppe now with an opportunity break. Here is Jason. Jason Phipps speeding outside of the area on that right. St. Peter's 7 and Dieppe Eagles 0.
As you said, Charles, well described, bubbled all the way because it wasn't a shot with power, it was well placed. It was put to the right of the left of the goalkeeper, and he had no chance at all. And he looked back of him to see the ball just crawling into the back of the goal. As I said, it wasn't hit with pace, it was hit with precision to give St. Peter's the 7th goal. So 7 goals to St. Peter's, 0 to Dieppe.
What can they do to come back in this game, Essington? There seem to be no coming back. It's all closed out here. Is Harvey on the far side, gets that one across. And Kirtland looking for his 2nd goal. That one was deflected there by the defender. Getting that one across the goal line. It's going to be another corner kick to St. Peter's to be taken from the left side of the field. 7 goals to 0 in favor of St. Peter's. Kirtland, who is a substitute, he came on and got his goal as well. And that should do him good. Here's Stephen and lazily hitting that one across. The ball comes off a defender in Boston. And the ball goes across the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick once more to St. Peter's. Taken very quickly. Finds the man in Warrington. Warrington turns it inside. He finds Lyndon David. Lyndon David comes across and tries to... It's a powerful right booter that went so wide, it almost touched the corner flag, Essington.
Exactly, Charles, yes. I don't know what he was thinking.
A real defensive kick.
Real defensive kick. Real defenders shot the young goal. Ball going wide, very wide indeed. As Charles said, closer to the corner flag than to the goal. But St. Peter's now trying to make another change, Charles. Number 8 poised to come on.
For 45.
So Nurse coming out.
Taking off.
Number 8. We don't have a number 8 on our list.
Don't have a number 8 on our list, but Livingston Gishard Essington, we made to understand the last person on the list. And so everybody getting a touch here for St. Peter's. Essington, how many substitutions you can make in a game?
You can make 5 changes because of the COVID protocol, yeah. You're allowed 5 changes in the game.
5 changes in the game.
St. Peter's have 4 so far.
4 so far. Yeah. This one breaks into the defender. Touches that one back. Kirtland a bit too stiff, and Ashmal comes across quite easily and confidently. Boots it with the right boot up the right side of the field, looking to push a little forward. A bit tussle for it on the far side. Not being able to latch on to it. The number 9 in being played now into defense, picked up quite easily there by Ashmal. Rolls it out to the right side, picked up there by Pemberton. Pemberton turns inside, he finds Slater. Slater back to Pemberton. Bit of a tussle there. The ball being picked out there by Slater. Slater, a diagonal pass upfield. Intercepted once more. Tussle in the center of the circle, the number 6, he goes down. That's Henderson. It'll be a dead ball situation for Dieppe. Just about the center line, taken very quickly. Finds Prentice on the right side. Looking to build, finds the number 9, looking to make some waves up on that right side, but cleared there by Kirtland Harris. He finds Dionis. Stevens finds Pemberton. Pemberton swivel and turn, he finds Slater. In the middle of the field, St. Peter's trying to build, goes across, finds Lyndon. Lyndon dummies it and leaves it for the man on the far right side. Turns it inside. Here they come again. St. Peter's probably looking for their 8th goal. 7 goals to 0. Finding a bit of space on that far right side, swiveling and turning. Square ball, turns it inside. He finds Pemberton once more, diagonal pass. Looking for Stevens on this far right side. And it's an interception there by the defender. Gets that one across the goal line. It's going to be another corner kick. Well, it's going to be more like a corner throw to be taken from the left side of the field. St. Peter's leading by 7 goals to 0. Essington comfortably placed. I never thought there was going to be any real problems for St. Peter's after going into halftime, some 3 goals to 0.
Yes, we didn't see it down there, but just didn't show us anything, any threat at all that would cause any problem to St. Peter's defense. And it's been borne out here because they have not scored as yet. And St. Peter's now move on to 7 goals can they keep a clean? That would be the big question now. Is can St. Peter's keep a clean sheet? You know, when here comes St. Peter's. You know, when you're up for you.
Be honest, Steve. On the right side of the field, trying to build, goes down, look for the captain in Jason Phipps. Looks up and turn, looking to give some support down that right side. The ball being taken away quite easily there by Harris. Finds Slater. Here is a break for Dieppe. Not getting it as well as you would like. Picked up there by Pemberton. Bit of a push in. Kareem Harris picks it up on the left side. The ball being left for Stevens. Interception here by Dieppe. They come forward down the right side of the field looking for Jason Phipps. Speeding after that one. This is, still has it under control. Turns it back. Looking for some assistance. Finds Boston. He's swiveling. He's turning. Looking for some support. Turns it back for his number 9. Looks up now. Chips that one into the area. Trying to flip that one on. And Javon Nisbet coming off his marker and collecting that bouncing ball inside of the area quite confidently. And Giovanni must be very happy to be back with his team scoring some 7 goals already, and the game is not over, Essington.
Very much happy to be back, especially considering that he picked up a red card in the last game, and now he's still has his clean sheet intact. After his opposition has conceded some 7 goals, he's still looking to keep a clean sheet.
This ball going across the western touchline is going to be a throw into St. Peter's. That is in no hurry to restart this game. They're leading by 7 goals to 0. And those fans from St. Peter's who already celebrating a champagne probably out on this one already. They can't wait for that final whistle, Essington. Still some 11 minutes to go officially by our clock. And probably can't wait to just call this a day. Yes. Get a shower and go home and think about it again.
Take them out of their misery right now. Really, it's been an ordeal for them. 7 goals to 0. So they'll be happy to get this over with. But St. Peter's with the ball now in the middle of the field. Well, good defensive work there by Boston. Here comes St. Peter's.
Almost giving that one away. The ball being picked up in the middle of the field. St. Peter's trying to build, turning this one on the right side, having to be tracked down there. Not kept in play. It goes across the western touchline, just about the center line, and it's going to be a throw into St. Peter's. Finds Stevens, swiveling and turn, trying to take on some 2 players. Curl that one inside, finds Kirtland Harris. Inside of the penalty area, he comes on the outside looking for some support now. The ball may block. Good defensive work been put in there by Dieppe. Still working, but
yes, good observation. They're still working. Although they're down 7 goals to 0 with just less than 10 minutes to go in regulation time. Good piece of defensive work there, showing some persistence there and preventing St. Peter's from getting any further into the box and scoring the 8th goal.
Comes take it very quickly. Here's Dieppe, still in their own half. Just inside on the right side, looking for some support. Boots it long down the right side, looks for his number 9, finds him too. He's trying to get behind the defense. They've been challenged by Warrington. And the ball goes across the western touchline for a throw-in to Dieppe, taken away very quickly. A bit of a pushing on that near side. The shot comes across. Not on target this time and goes across the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick to St. Peter's. The score 7 goals to 0 with just 9 minutes remaining, Essington.
9 minutes. The big question: would they concede any more goals, Charles? When you do all the computation, you realize that they have conceded 20 goals. And look at the newly promoted partners who would be Bath United. Bath United in 2.5 games conceded 1 goal. Well, in the second half against Sadler, they conceded 3 goals. But
Yes.
in 2.5 games, they conceded 1 goal. But Dieppe, on the other hand, who came up the same time with Bath United, they have conceded some 20 goals.
Coaching staff will have to take this very seriously. Chionasio, and here's a chance, and the ball rebounds and goes into the back of the net. Goal to St. Peter's. 8 goal for St. Peter's here, scored this afternoon by their number 8. And that number 8 is Pemberton. No, it's Gishard.
Yes, Gishard, Livingston Gishard.
Gishard, a substitute, coming on and picking up a rebound inside of the goal area, making no mistake, putting it away past the custodian in Gums. 8 goes to St. Peter's, 0 to Dieppe.
A good reaction there by Livingston Gishard. As you said, the ball ricochet was in the box for a while, and he pounced, and really very good goal, opportunistic goal there by him, giving St. Peter's the 8th goal. 8 goal in favor of St. Peter's, 0 to Dieppe.
Dieppe kicking that one away across the goal line. More in frustration than anything else. A dejected looking Dieppe team, demoralized, and 8 goals to 0 in the Premier Division is not something you hope to see. You hope that the standards will be so close that, you know, a 3-goal margin, you can live with that, but 8-0 at the Premier Division level is not something, and 6-1 to Connery and things like that.
Yeah, especially considering, Charles, that this is their second game, and 2 out of 4 they have conceded 8 goals.
Well, it has been a feast of goals here at Warner Park this afternoon. Here's Deonis Stephen for St. Peter's. Again, trying to get behind the defense. He's swiveling and turning and trying to get away from the defender. Looking Deonis Stevens, and that one goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw into St. Peter's, so leading this encounter by some 8 goals to 0. Unbelievable here. If you're hearing that sort of score here at Warner Park, you're wondering, are we having a netball game or something of that nature? It's soccer. Premier Division soccer here by the SKNFA. St. Peter's coming up against Dieppe Eagles. Here they come, getting into the center circle. The ball being taken away. Lapsing there in midfield, not having the concentration Essendon, you can see it. Psychologically beaten here on the field of play. Slater with it, who has been very stable in the middle of the field, finds the man Tobias. Tobias is trying to control that one still. Again, Tobias picks that one up, trying to get inside of the area. Very strong, pushing in a boot there, the defender for Dieppe. Creating an infringement just outside the circle on the top of the box on that right side, and another opportunity for St. Peter's to go forward. It's 8 goals to 0. Essendon with just about 5 minutes to go.
Yes, 5 minutes to go, and the big question, can St. Peter's extend the lead to 10 goals, or would they concede a goal and not keep a clean sheet? I think that's, apart from scoring the goals, they really would like to keep a clean sheet. But here they are with a chance now, with a dead ball situation, very close to the box. And they have, 5 players inside the box waiting. Interestingly, Charles, with an 8-0 lead, you would have think that they would have sent out the players up front looking to score. But they have 3 fellas
still holding back.
Still holding back.
The shot on goal goes into the wall. It breaks on the top of the box. Linden comes around and tries to bury that one into the back of the net. And they're having to clear. They're rushing forward, looking for Jason Phipps, not being able to control this one. Breaks nicely there for Dieppe. Square ball finds the player on the far right side. The ball intercepted there by Warrington. Picked up by Slater on this left side. Dribbling forward, looking to get inside to the man in Stevens, not getting the interception there by Dieppe. Here is Dieppe once more, chipping the one around, looking for the attacking forward play, intercepted there by Harris, Kareem Harris, not getting the power on that clearance as he would have liked. And it's going to be a dead ball situation, a foul ball just outside of the box, and probably they can pull something back, Essendon. hoping to at this time.
And that is what St. Peter's don't want, because as we just pointed out there, with 3 defenders in a dead ball situation close to the opposition box, Charles, and they have 3 defenders, it shows that their mindset is that they don't want to concede. They want to keep a clean sheet. But here, with Dieppe now with a chance, could Dieppe come up with a set-piece routine that could get a consolation goal for Dieppe?
Well, they're standing over this one and number 9. Let us see if he can bring some cheer to the fans from the Dieppe. Chips this one across and onto the head, flicked on. Nice little flick inside of the box, a shot and goal, and Ashbal goes to his left side and latches onto that one. And an exciting save there by Devoni Nisbet. Happy to be back into the goal. Livingston goes to the right side looking for Tobias. Tobias swiveling and turning, a bit of a tangle. An infringement called against Dieppe just inside defensive half of St. Peter's. The score is 8-0. 88 minutes already elapsing in this game. We'll probably have about 3 or 4 minutes of extra time, injury time added at the end. Not what Dieppe would want to see.
Well, exactly.
The final whistle is the final whistle.
Good. And
90 minutes.
And the official may just have mercy on them and take them out of their misery. Well, here comes St. Peter's again.
St. Peter's, DeAndre Stephen inside of the box, a bit of a pull-in. And Jason Phipps there inside of the area, but good ball handling on the part of DeAndre Stephen, taking on some 3 players from the middle of the field and dribbling past 3 players. The final pass there, a bit of a tugging onto Jason Phipps, the captain of Dieppe. Infringement called by referee Phipps in the middle. And so the play settles once more. They inside their own goal area, boots that one downfield, intercepted there by Warrington. Goes to the left side, he finds Stephen. Now he's trying to dribble up that left side. He's going to keep it in play. No, he goes across the western touchline, very deep in the defensive half of Dieppe. And just inside 90 minutes, a full time here at Warner Park in this Premier Division fixture. St. Peter's versus Dieppe. Dieppe not interfering with the scorers at all, and not being given the opportunities to shoot on goal. It will be interesting to see the final statistic, Essington, of shots taken and those converted. Here is St. Peter's going forward once more. Livingston Gishard trying to control in the middle of the field, picked up there by Pemberton. No. Coming away with it is Dieppe just about the center circle, and this is the right side, trying to build, looking for their first goal. We have had full time, regulation time. We have just about some 2 minutes of extra time. There's one chipped over, and now the fat lady's on her way. Essington, no doubt. Here is Slater for St. Peter's, going square the ball, intercepted there by Dieppe, pushing that one on the attack, and the goalkeeper Ashbal coming off his marker quite convincingly this time. Rolls it out to the right side. His team leading by some 8-0. Can they score another goal? This one is a long ball, and had he allowed that one to go, it would have been on the end of it, Stephen. But again, St. Peter's, Gishard touches it back. He finds Gordon. Gordon looks up. A diagonal pass, looking for the man Stephen once more, cutting on the inside, looking to go forward. He looks for the man Cutland, beats one play, takes on a second player, and they having to clear, not too far. Finds the man Pemberton, shifts this one to the far right side, looking for Tobias. Gallops to the right side, being closely marked there by the defender, turns it back. He finds Livingston Gishard on the top of the box. He's looking to go forward. He's still trying to dribble forward there. A bit of a tackle. The player has it on the far side. No. Gives it away. And Dieppe comes away with it. Intercepted again by Warrington. Up the left side of the field, finds the man. Stephen takes a left footer, and the goalkeeper bringing off a foot save. And the ball cleared downfield. Warrington again taking one from downtown, and the goalkeeper coming across to his right and latching on to that one. Warrington looking for his own goal, Essington.
Very much such as St. Peter's enjoying themselves. They've had what, 5 goal scorers, 5 different goal scorers tonight, which is a very good performance by St. Peter's.
Here's a shot on goal from downtown. Frustrating little shot. And there you have it. The Fat Lady has sung the final whistle in the first game for this afternoon. It's St. Peter's going home with 8 goals, and Dieppe not liking the results at all. Nil. Good, convincing game here being played by the St. Peter's team. Anthony Netzer coach will be very happy with the scoring margin of goals to nil. And because Chionasa Huggins will not be too happy with the performance of his team here this afternoon. I think they will have quite a lot more work to do, Essington. And I leave it to you for a wrap-up of this, the first game we have had between St. Peter's and Dieppe.
Well, we have Gishard on the score sheet. His brother, Nurse, I understand. Nurse didn't score. You expect Nurse to score, number 45. But we had St. Peter's have 5 different goal scorers tonight. You have Livingston 1, you had Karim Harris 1, and you also have Pemberton, that Mervanje Pemberton scoring 1. And then you have a brace by Foy, Devante Foy, and a hat-trick by Ozani Purcell. St. Peter's 5 goals, 8 goals against Dieppe, a Dieppe team who continue to leak goals. They have conceded some 20 goals so far for the season. Tonight they were not able to come up with an answer, not even a consolation goal. So very good performance, Charles, from St. Peter's. They continue to show after beating Connery, who is a top 6 team, beating Connery 6 goals to 1. Now defeating newly promoted Dieppe 8 goals to 0. So great performance by St. Peter's as we are about to
send it back to Master Control and for the post-game show.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigga business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
Yes, then we're back for the post-time show. A very convincing performance being put on here by the St. Peter's squad, taking home a victory 8-0.
Yes, Charles, we expected it to be one-sided, but we didn't expect it to be so much one-sided. It really was one-way traffic. Dieppe didn't even get a consolation goal. St. Peter's, on the other hand, scoring 8 goals, Charles, and with 5 different goal scorers. 5 different goal scorers. We had Asani Purcell with a hat-trick, scoring 3 goals, and then we had Devante Foy
with 2 goals.
With a brace, scoring 2 goals. So that's 5. And then we had 3 other players. I think they were all 3 substitutes coming on and scoring a goal each. We had Pemberton, Morvanje Pemberton, we had Livingston Gishard, and we had well-known Kirkland Harris scoring a goal. So apart from the 5 different goal scorers, they were all different goals. So it goes to show the versatility of the St. Peter's team, Charles. Really
they're not looking up to the standard of the Premier Division, getting an 8-0 job in. They'll have a tremendous amount of work to do.
Lots of work to do. Second 8-0 job in Dieppe has received, and they really have some work to do. There's that big gap between the First Division and the Premier League. They really have some work to do.
We have some stats for you here. We have shots, total amount of shots. We had 15 shots to St. Peter's, 7 to Dieppe. Dieppe shots were not really on target, but they are counted anyway. We have shots on target was 5 and 14 on target for St. Peter's. In terms of corners, they had 7 and 3 to Dieppe. We had 7 free kicks to St. Peter's and 9 free kicks. What that says about they having quite a number of free kicks. Offside, one the way of St. Peter's trying to push forward. They were advancing ever so often. Yellow cards, 1 to St. Peter's and 2 to Dieppe Eagles. And in terms of red card, no red cards in this game. So Devante coming off of a red card, he was able to stay on this side, not committing the type of infringement. But a very good game for St. Peter's at this time.
Very good game indeed, and they have a very good start so far. As I said, they were able to beat a top 6 team, that's Connery, and they gave Connery 6 goals to 1. So you should they're in great form, Charles, and they're looking with their sights for a top 6 finish this season.
And their strikers are on target. If you're going to have 3 goals to the main striker in Purcell, they had 2 to Foy. I think Stevens got 1. You did not count Stevens, but I think Dionys Stevens, he would have gotten a goal. Kirtland would have had 1, and Livingston Gishard, he too would have scored. But the main goal striker there was Purcell. Purcell. He really did well today on the field of play. He did himself proud. He should have had an additional 2 or 3 goals in the early stage of this game, but nevertheless doing quite well for his team.
Yes, he really should have had more than 3 goals. remember one goal in particular when it was simple tapping and he went for the more elaborate option of trying to do a fanciful flick.
Yes, Maradona kind of.
Yes. And he also took off his shirt celebrating, and that's a no-no in football, I mean, these days, so should show a little more discipline. A good performance from the youngster and a good performance from St. Peter's overall. We're now looking forward for the big matchup with Old Road
Jets.
Again, coming up against Keon. Old Road Jets in good form.
That should be an exciting game.
Good.
Keon losing the last game. I think
the last
game
and,
against St. Peter's. It was
St. Peter's.
Yes.
But Old Road Jets on the other hand coming off of a very big win, beating Garden Hotspurs 3-2. So they should be in great confidence. And it was a good comeback after they were trounced 4-0 by Saddlers. They came back and they beat a big team,
Garden Hotspurs. With some big name players as well.
With some big name players, yes.
Tirani and Tishani.
Two technicians there.
Yes.
They have Archibald. So Garden Hotspurs is a very good team. So for them to beat Garden Hotspurs, they would be brimming with confidence coming into this game against Keon, who lost the previous game. So very interesting battle we have coming up for you.
Well, I want to say that the team from Dieppe, they have some serious work to do in terms of their midfield and defense. Defenders have to be able to cover much better. They were trying to play a high defense, and the attackers were beating that defense
very good
outside trap.
Yeah. Playing all the time. Playing with a high back line, allowing all that space behind, exposing the goalkeeper, and the opposition was able to exploit the situation
and get
so it's something they have to correct. And with a team like yours, you really should be sitting back in defense, narrowing your defense and blocking any passage at all to your goal, especially when you know that you can't do anything up front as far as scoring is concerned. So that's a work they need to do. On the other hand, we have a team like Saddlers, their neighbours, looking very good.
Looking very well.
They're leading the table right now.
Right.
Leading the table is Saddlers right now. So,
and that will cause the other teams, the favourite in the village superstars and the Spurs, the Connerys, and those teams to really lift their standard, because a team like Saddlers really playing hard in the Premier Divisionship, and we are so happy to see this team coming of age. This is what as the bad team is doing, coming of age. They were in the Premier Division before. They have come back to the Premier Division and now trying to hold their own in the Premier Division. They have not really won a game as yet.
No, but they're doing
well. Quite
they
well.
had 2.5 games conceding just 1 goal. But in that last game, in the second half, they conceded 3 goals.
3 goals, okay.
Yeah. But they look good. They have looked good. Look compact in defense, and they look a bit of a threat going forward. But the teams to watch right now, really St. Peter's and Saddlers, looking good. We know the defending champions.
Where St. Paul's? I was just about to mention St. Paul's. They're not in the picture at all. They had a game the other night on Friday evening. It did not come off. I think the fans know why.
They picked up 3 easy points.
3 easy points.
Forfeited by Connery.
Some problems with Connery.
Yes. They're embroiled in a bit of controversy right now. So. Yes. But we'll give you more information on that.
We are investigating the matter.
Yes,
we'll definitely be bringing you some information on that. So the upcoming game between Keon and the KFC Old Road Jets, it should be an entertaining one for the fans out there in virtual land. We're asking you to stay tuned. Those 2 teams will be battling it out. Sylvester Fraser, your team again. I just hope they don't run out of time this time. So I hope you're tuned in. You have your little cup of water, jelly water next to you, and you're ready to go to see your Keon 4G Rockets come up against the Old Road Jets that has been improving. The Old Road Jets, they're really showing some great improvement. Some exciting players on that team.
Morris, the very good coach.
Yes, Alexis Morris. Yes.
He took Connery. Connery have gotten to 5 finals. And Connery is a team now established in the Premier League, and it's all because of the coach who did some very hard work. Spent some 11 years with Connery, and really did a very good job.
Probably you need to rehire him. I heard you're searching for a coach. that was on the street, the word on the street. Connery needs a coach and an assistant coach, maybe a man in exciting one for the fans of football, and we must commend the SKNFA for putting on the football tournament virtually for all the fans out there who want to see some football and being kept away because of the COVID protocols, and they're at home and they are all tuned in, and we are hoping that all around the Caribbean, abroad, all in the diaspora, all the fans of football, St. Kitts Nevis football will be viewing these games, and we try to bring it to you live and lively as we see it here at One Park.
Yes, all in the hope of keeping people, helping people to stay home and to stay safe. We don't want COVID to continue to spread. We have done a very good job so far in St. Kitts Nevis, and we want to continue to do that.
All right, we go back to Master Control and we wait the start of the second game.